A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that could reshape the landscape of property taxation in the UK, the Treasury is actively exploring the introduction of a new tax on homes valued over £500,000. This initiative, spearheaded by Chancellor Rachel Reeves, comes as part of a broader review of the current stamp duty and council tax systems. The proposed proportional property tax aims to provide a more stable revenue source while addressing the financial struggles of local authorities. Chancellor Reeves has directed officials to analyze the potential implementation of this new tax ahead of the autumn budget, with the possibility of rolling it out during the current parliamentary session. Under the proposed framework, the new national property levy would replace stamp duty for owner-occupied homes, while a local property tax could eventually substitute council tax. However, no definitive decisions have been made as of yet. The urgency for reform is underscored by increasing pressure on the Chancellor to adopt more wealth-based taxes. Angela Rayner, Labour's deputy leader, has been vocal in her support for measures that target property wealth, emphasizing the need for a tax system that reflects the realities of the housing market. If the new levy is enacted, it would apply to owner-occupiers selling homes worth more than £500,000, with the tax amount determined by the property's value and collected by HM Revenue and Customs. Notably, this new tax would not affect second homes, highlighting a targeted approach to taxing primary residences. Current data indicates that the average house price in the UK stood at £272,664 as of July, with stamp duty receipts from primary residences generating £11.6 billion last year. Treasury officials believe that a national property tax could provide a more consistent revenue stream, potentially raising significant funds in the long term. As the Chancellor grapples with balancing the budget and fostering economic growth, the notion of a mansion tax has gained traction. Reports suggest that Treasury officials are advocating for a comprehensive review of the complex property tax system to identify ways to stimulate the economy. Economists have consistently criticized the existing system, arguing that it hampers economic dynamism by discouraging home sales. In light of these discussions, both the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the Institute for Fiscal Studies, IFS, have urged the Chancellor to reconsider the viability of stamp duty, labeling it as one of the most detrimental taxes in the UK. The anticipated changes to the property tax system are expected to be integral to Reeves's forthcoming budget, with a focus on enhancing productivity and economic growth. However, the prospect of increasing taxes on higher-value properties has raised concerns among critics. Tory Shadow Chancellor Sir Mel Stride has warned that these tax hikes would disproportionately affect families striving for homeownership, asserting that under Labour, nothing is safe from taxation. Despite the calls for reform, government sources have firmly denied rumors that the Treasury is considering a national tax on homes valued over £500,000. They assert that any potential changes would require careful consideration and would not be implemented hastily. The debate surrounding property taxes is further complicated by historical precedents. The introduction of a fixed tax to fund council services in the 1990s faced widespread backlash, leading to riots and ultimately forcing the government to reconsider. Similarly, Scotland's past attempts to implement a land value tax were abandoned in favor of higher council tax bans. As discussions progress, it is clear that any changes to the property tax system will take time to implement, with sources indicating that even simple reforms could take over a year to finalize. The Chancellor's commitment to maintaining low taxes for working individuals remains a priority, as highlighted in previous budget announcements. In conclusion, the proposed changes to property taxation in the UK could have far-reaching implications for homeowners, particularly those with properties valued above £500,000. As the Treasury navigates the complexities of tax reform, homeowners and potential buyers alike will be watching closely to see how these proposals unfold in the coming months. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.